Hello, everybody. Welcome to the concession stand here on the KB Radio Network. I am your host, Kevin Reed, and this is the review of the new horror thriller, Psycho Killer. This film follows a police officer on her mission to take down a serial killer known as the Satanic Slasher after he murders her husband. This film is directed by Gavin Polone in his feature film debut. He is a producer of a lot of films previously, a lot of good films, mind you. He produced Zombieland films. He also produced Panic Room, Stir of Echoes, movies like that. He's a pretty decent producer, and so he dove into this director's chair on this go around. He also produced Cold Storage, which came out a couple of weeks ago. I just did a review on that here on the channel if you want to check that out. And he jumps into the director's chair this go around from a screenplay that was written by Andrew Kevin Walker. And if you don't know who Andrew Kevin Walker is, Andrew Kevin Walker gave us probably one of the best, I'm not saying it's the best, but one of the best serial killer films in the last 30 to 40 years, I would say. Of all time, maybe. I don't know. But Seven. He wrote Seven. He also wrote Sleepy Hollow, 8mm. He's a real good dark director. Or writer, I should say. He's given us some really, really compelling dark thrillers. He also recently, The Killer, which was on Netflix, a David Fincher film that starred Michael Fassbender. That was a pretty good film. He wrote that as well. This film stars Georgina Campbell, who was just in Cold Storage, which I reviewed once again. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm in a grumpy mood over the last month. If you follow the show, I haven't been entertained this year. 2026 has been a swing and a miss when it comes to film. This was a big miss. This was the worst movie I've seen so far this year. And honestly, if I had a crystal ball right in front of me, I don't see any film topping this, or to say it more accurately, bottoming this. This is the worst film I've seen in a long time. This is up there with War of the Worlds. That's how bad this movie is. Just a little spoiler. I reviewed Cold Storage, and I didn't really enjoy Cold Storage, which also stars Georgina Campbell, but I acknowledge the fact that Cold Storage didn't take itself seriously. It wasn't trying to be a serious film. And so I didn't knock it too much for that, but still didn't enjoy it. This movie tried to take itself seriously. It really tried to match the tone of Seven. And you can't, man. It takes David Fincher is something about that David Fincherisms that makes his movie stand out. You cannot match that tone, especially with a script like this. This was so bad. Everything about this movie was bad. The acting was bad. The direction was bad. And then they had the audacity. To give you a twist ending, which was probably the worst twist ending in movie history. So stupid. It was so dumb. It's kind of like it's like it was trying to set up a sequel. And it's like, we didn't want to see this, but I'll give it this much credit. It was so bad. The twist was so bad. When you get to that point of the film at the end, you were so checked out of the movie, you didn't even care. I could care less. It didn't even affect me. It was that much. It was that much of an ineffective film. I can't believe this movie got made. This felt like a prank. This felt like a joke. Like the director and the screenwriter here, Andrew Kevin Walker, it's like they had a bet going on. Like, okay, what can we do to insult our audience intelligence even further than what we did in the previous scene? Let's try this. And that's what it did the entire movie. Let me tell you how bad this movie let me tell you how bad this movie is. This is, of course, a serial killer movie, so you're going to have murders. You're going to have kills in it. And so when you see a film, when you go into a film with serial killers as the basis, as the plot, you expecting to see some kills, some innovative kills, maybe some gruesome murders. And that's what you sign up for a movie like this. It was bad. The kills were bad. It was CGI for one. The CGI blood just blew my mind, because up to that point I'm like, okay, at least give me good kills. At least let me walk away with that. It couldn't even do that. This movie couldn't even give me decent kills that didn't look fake. This movie, I think, was written by AI. I really think this was an AI movie. There's no way that Andrew Walker really sat down at his desk and typed up this screenplay. Going by his past work, the dude knows how to write. He knows how to write a film. At least have an engaging character. At least have an engaging antagonist, or something to latch on to. In all of his movies, whether you like them or not, there's something that would draw you to the characters or the story. Nothing here. Nothing hooks you. The actors, the screenplay, the direction, nothing. It was absolutely nothing there. I can't believe this movie got made. I'm really blown away. I'm impressed that this movie was greenlit. I'm impressed that the actors signed on to this. I'm impressed that it actually got a theatrical release. It is unbelievable. It keeps inspiring filmmakers like myself hope. It keeps their hope alive, because if this can make it, you can make it. That's the only thing. I mean, there's no way we can't make a film. I don't care if you're not even a film nut like that. If you can get a camera and get a couple of people who can at least not look at the camera while you're filming, you might can make a decent enough film to get released. Because if this can be released, if this can be greenlit as a film, is no excuse for you. It is no excuse for you at all. Yeah, man. It's really nothing to say. There's nothing to add on to this. I'm sorry for a short review, but there is nothing to talk about in this movie. This is one of the worst movies I've ever seen, and this is a candidate to walk out. If you bought a ticket and you sat down and within the first 15-20 minutes you decide to walk out, I wouldn't blame you. I would not blame you in the least bit, because trust me, you miss nothing. Staying would only infuriate you more. But I'm not advocating for you to leave. Maybe somebody out there, I don't know who, but maybe somebody out there may go sit down, watch this, and enjoy it. And if you do, God bless you. I envy you. I wish I had received an ounce of the excitement you got watching this movie. As for me, Psycho Killer gets a letter grade of an F. Unbelievable. I can't believe this movie exists. I cannot believe this movie exists. I'm really mind boggled. It's one of those things where I really, when I walked away from it, I'm like, what did I just watch? Was this a movie? Was this what was this? What was this? Anyways, that's one man's opinion. I want to know yours. Email the show, kbradiopodcast@gmail.com. You can also search for the show on all social media platforms. Just search for the KB Radio Network. Also, don't forget about YouTube. Subscribe to the KB Radio Network channel and like this video if you don't mind. Don't forget about the 5 stars, the reviews, and sharing this show if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you are currently listening to the concession stand here on the KB Radio Network. Everybody, thank you for joining me for this review of Psycho Killer. Yeah, this has been a rough year so far, man. We're getting out of February, and so we're getting into March. Hopefully, it gets better. I'm praying on my knees that that the films start to get better as we get closer and closer to spring and summer months when all these blockbusters are supposed to hit, because man, the appetizers were not fulfilling at all. But I want you all to know that I love you, continue to love everyone, and until we speak again, you all be blessed.